What we have in this section is my collection of apostolic memorabilia. The little item that you see there belonged to my grandfather, Roberto Caballero Valverde, and his Bible, some of the hymn books that he would carry when he would attend services. The little binders that you see here were what youth used to carry and distribute as they would go up to sing. Or records. These are pictures of ministers from the 1930s. This picture here are the first 5 converts in the Midwest District, Chicago area, back in 1951, baptized by Pastor Maclovio Gagiola. This is the youth in Oxnard in the early 1940s. This was the 13th convention in Torreon, Coahuila, Mexico, October 24th through the 31st, 1944. This was a convention in Los Angeles, 1933. This was a convention as well in Santa Paula, California. You see some of the dignitaries at a service. The older gentleman is Bernardo Hernandez, Brother Lorenzo Sepulveda, Church of Oxnard, Pastor Rudy Rodriguez, the Ladies Auxiliary in the early 60s in Oxnard, California, Pastor Rudy Rodriguez, and the ministerial body in the Apostolic Church in Oxnard, 729 Cooper Road. This is Jose Zavala, ministerial license, January 16th, 1945, signed by Presiding Bishop Antonio Castañeda Nava, Executive Elder Arturo Hermosillo, and Secretary Bernardo Hernandez. These are the members of El Siloé Church. Date unknown. This was the marriage license of my wife's grandparents, grandmother Macaria Ibarra, her grandfather Jose Zavala, officiating minister Francisco Llorente, minister of the Pentecostal Assemblies of the World, April 5th, 1920. Church of Oxnard during the pastorship of Antonio Castañeda Nava, one of the record books of many of the record books that they would use when people would be baptized. They would write the date, who officiated the baptism. Right here we have Juan Zavala, baptized on the 9th of July 1944 by visiting minister Ramon Carrillo. Here's a receipt from Frank Rodriguez, July 31st, 1957, donated $165 to the Church of Oxnard, Pastor Rodolfo Rodriguez. These were ribbons which were given to participants of the various conventions or apostolic activities. What you have here are the 3 hymn books that were normally used in the Constitution. And of course, if you grew up apostolic, no need to tell you what that bell represented. These were visiting ministers when my father was pastor in Chicago Heights, Illinois. There's some family members with the visiting or evangelist Roberto Caballero Valverde, Church of Chicago in the early 1960s. Church of Oxnard, again during the pastorship of Antonio Castañeda Nava. That is during a early 1970 convention. I'm not sure what the bag contained. And these are some of the books that I've been able to collect. This is a book that was given out in the 1966 convention on the 50th anniversary. And these are some of the pictures of the young men who entered into the service. They would make a yearly, they, meaning the assembly, would make a yearly book of individuals, apostolic youth. There is a picture of Peter Pantages, his brother Albert Pantages, Los Angeles, and David Pantages, Robert Garcia from Soledad, California, Elias Moran from Hayward, California. You have Alfonso Calderon, Bakersfield, California, Eliseo Leon, Donna, Texas, Bob B. from Fresno, Isaí Baeza, Los Angeles. And other artifacts, collections of apostolic writers in the Ladies Auxiliary Department. There's a constitution of the Ladies Auxiliary. These are authors within the Ladies Auxiliary of the Apostolic Assembly. And what we have here is a typewriter that belonged to Antonio Castañeda Nava and some of his writings, as well as his briefcase. This exhibit will be until Saturday. If you have any questions, you can contact Fountain of Truth Church.